And that'll do it, this version. And a block to finish. And DeSouza blocks it, and now the bench is empty. Just unnecessary.
Yep. That's not good. This is bad.
Oh, this is bad.
This is
no good. Oh, this is terrible.
There are going to be ramifications for this going forward.
And it's just no point to it. For Kansas,
see the chair. Watch the chair. That is ridiculous. This is not right.
Yeah, chair.
Let's watch now. DeSouza was upset that Gordon stole it, so he blocks it. But then he walks over him, which immediately is going to be a technical foul. A Kansas State player gets in there, and then DeSouza's just waiting.
I don't know who that is off the bench right there.
There's the first punch.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot here. Kansas State came off the bench, so they're going to sort this out. This is going to take a while, John. These officials are not going anywhere.
And we're back at Overtime Live Sports Bet Radio. We still got Arthur Pickich here with us. We're going into the weekend, getting ready for the Super Bowl. Pro Bowl lineups have been announced. We have our snubs. So, how you doing today, Arthur?
I'm good. How about you, Bart?
It's good to see you. He's back for part 2. You know, we saw some snubs from your home team, the Saints. You know, how do you feel about it?
Really, more than I'm not mad about it because the way the season ended, you know, they weren't ready.
Yeah.
But Demario Davis, I really feel like that dude he's if anybody on that defense, as much as Cameron Jordan, I feel like he was just as valuable of an asset as Cam Jordan.
He was.
But he didn't make it. I mean, what he's done at that Mike linebacker position since he started is
he was
unreal.
an essential part to the Saints defense this year, along with Marcus Williams, who was another snub. Ramchick officially didn't make the lineup this year. You know, he had a Pro Bowl caliber season. Saints had 7 Pro Bowlers going this year. The only team with more Pro Bowlers is the Baltimore Ravens, of course. You know, they had 12. So
It's a lot.
As for the other Pro Bowl snubs, you got Dak Prescott from the Cowboys. Julian Edelman, wide receiver for the Patriots, didn't make it. He's 3rd in the league in receptions, didn't make it. And, you know, there's not room for everybody. The Saints did, man. They had a lot of people going. They had Breeze, Thomas, Cam Jordan, Lattimore squeezed in there. Armstead made it.
And
Deontay Harris.
I feel, like, take somebody even, you know, I feel like Lattimore, he's valuable. He's a good corner, not a shutdown corner. Mm-hmm. But as far as production, Demario Davis is not even a question.
Yeah.
I think that he should have gone over Lattimore or any of those cats. Right?
Yeah, Lattimore didn't really show up for that last game that they played either. Will Lutz, the kicker, also made it in. So that's pretty good, man. We're getting ready for the Super Bowl, you know. We got the Chiefs, we got the 49ers, offense against defense.
The 49ers.
Pat Mahomes.
Frisco's defense is so ridiculous.
Pass rush is tough. It's Bosa against Mahomes is what it is, you know. They have Richard Sherman, Pro Bowl cornerback. He's been showing up.
Man, just all around, every guy on that defense shows up at every game. I mean, they crucified Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
They weren't tough enough. Yeah.
Worse the second time than the first time.
Yeah, everybody saw it coming. It was worse the second time than the first time. The first time was Garoppolo's best passing rating of the season. Second time.
And the first time it was pretty bad.
The running game over there in San Fran's tough right now. I feel like if you could stop the running game, then it could lead you to a successful opportunity.
KC is a scoring offense, but
it's going to be whoever scores first.
If that defense shows up and shuts Mahomes down and plays their position, I mean, they're not going to get the points. And I feel like, San Francisco doesn't have, a dismal defense. Offense. They have what it takes. They have enough offense and plenty of defense to come out on top, I think.
They've been a run-first offense. Last week we saw a record-breaking performance, for four rushing touchdowns. But this week Tevin Coleman is going to be out, so that's going to limit their running ability. Pat Mahomes, he's got 615 passing yards this postseason, He's really an offensive monster. I've seen some of his highlights this season they stand out more than the season before.
Their defense is, San Francisco's defense is so impressive, and defenses win championships. I'm a firm believer of that.
Richard Sherman's got 2 defensive interceptions this postseason. Putting his money where his mouth is.
I mean, it's the new Legion of Boom.
If you look at the Kansas City defense, it's stepped up a lot since their regular season. Frank Clark has 4 sacks this postseason. He's really showing out. So
they're a true force to be reckoned with.
Pat Mahomes missed 2 games this season. If he plays all 16, I think he has a good chance of being an MVP contender. But it is what it is. This Super Bowl, Mahomes is going to make the first Texas quarterback and first Big 12 quarterback in history to start a Super Bowl. 49ers won 5 Super Bowls in their franchise history. With a win, they'll tie the Patriots and the Steelers. 6 times the favorite team did not cover and won the game. That's only 6 times out of however many Super Bowls there's been. 10 Super Bowls have been played in Miami, and San Francisco played in 2 of them.
And won both.
They won both. They covered in both games. Out of the 4 playoff games Patrick Mahomes has played, they've never scored less than 31 points. Okay.
And that like I said,
the offense is tough. You got Tyreek Hill.
Kelsey.
Kelsey's unstoppable. The running game is unusually good, but it just revolves around Pat Mahomes. We got Sammy Watkins, who we all knew would have a great career, injury prone early in his career, but found the right place, right time.
I liked him in college.
They got too many weapons, man. I'm gonna have to take the Chiefs. The spread might come out at a pick 'em. The way the line's moving right now, going back and forth between -1 and +1. But my money's gonna go with the Chiefs.
I've said I gotta go. My gut tells me San Francisco.
Defenses tend to win championships. How about that McGregor fight? Did you get to see that this weekend?
Yeah, what was it, 40 seconds?
Conor McGregor. The Notorious. He showed up, put his money where his mouth was.
He says it all the time, that left hand, you can't get away from that left hand.
I think,
and and if you look at it, he does that. I've never seen a guy take his shoulder and uppercut somebody.
He knocked him out with his shoulder.
Yeah, broke his nose in the first 3 licks.
Within the first 3 seconds, he just demolished him, and he just caught him off guard, I guess. It's never been done, but.
And then he did
head kick,
the flying knee, and then he dazed him with the head kick.
All the punches were connected.
And then he came, and like he said, he came across and connected with that left, and that was when he went down. Hammer fist.
I think that might be it for Cowboy. He's one of my favorite fighters, probably a UFC Hall of Famer. That was actually his 9th main event fight, 33 UFC fights.
I knew McGregor is...
He had something to prove, This was a different Conor McGregor.
You got to realize the guy, he talks a lot of shit or whatever, but he is a good fighter, and that's part of it.
He trains hard.
He trains hard, and I really like him because he's a Chuck Liddell style fighter. He's a boxing fighter. His boxing is really good. Probably, definitely in the top 3 in the MMA.
He looks to knock people out.
Right.
But
he's got a lot of heart, and he just, I don't know what his pregame strategy is, but...
Well, he punches old people in the face, and then he throws chairs and shit at buses. Just staying in the news. It's all trying to build that persona. It's all about making money. Everything he does is focused on making money.
That's correct.
If you saw the post game, did you get to see that grandma? You didn't get to see Cerrone's grandma go up there and.
No.
Yeah, her and McGregor exchanged some intimate interactions post knockout. I guess she might be a McGregor fan. I'm not really sure. But hopefully Conor can stay out of the news long enough to maybe get him another boxing match. Which is his ultimate goal, is to try to get another boxing match where the big money is. Speaking of staying out of the news, we got your man Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what hell he'll probably hijack a plane next. Who knows?
I don't know, man. I don't know how much further he can go. Obviously when your agent and your lawyer leave you in the same week. I mean, that's talking about abandoning ship. Your boat's on fire. When you were just like...
And what is it? He threw a rock?
This time he's being accused of not only destruction of someone's property because of a bad business deal. Apparently him and his associate decided to assault the guy, knowing his,
I mean, I don't even see how you could even consider conducting business with his. I mean, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Slap nuts. He's proven it.
I think this might just be the last step for him before. Hopefully, he doesn't hurt himself, but I think he's going to end up in prison.
He's obviously he's a loose cannon. He's just gotten worse and worse and progressively worse.
So the warrant's been issued for his arrest. On the positive side, Odell Beckham's charges have been dropped. How much do you think that cost?
It doesn't matter. He's got plenty of money. I mean,
6 figures, 1 check.
Yeah, I would
autographed jersey.
I mean, he's handing out stacks of hundreds to the football players.
Yeah, just trying to stay relevant. Anything to distract him from his personal life.
Well, yeah, it's his image. Yeah. He wants to be not just Odell Beckham. I'm Odell Beckham.
He's Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
So we had Zion Williamson's regular season debut. We saw him in the preseason. We knew he'd be an elite force to be reckoned with. Looking for him to take over the Pelicans franchise, possibly lead them to some W's for a change. Season's not over for him. There's always hope to get back into the playoffs. He started it off right though. 18 minutes, 22 points. He went 4 for 4 from 3. Those are good numbers.
Bad, yeah.
4 for 4 from 3. With the 7 rebounds.
And I like the guy. He's he's young and he seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders.
He's very young.
He's humble.
For now.
Right. That's what I mean. You give any of these pro athletes any time, there's no telling what'll happen.
There's no telling.
I think it's like rabies. They just come alive and I'm about to act an asshole.
Exactly.
Just all of a sudden because they're like, all this money. Look.
The money, the women.
I came from the gutter and now I got all this money.
The way people treat you, I'm
about to go throw it in somebody's face.
And everything's free when you play for a professional team. So really, all you do is buy luxury stuff. Ingram and Lonzo Ball helped him out. Ingram put in 22 and 14, but the Pelicans still lost. They had 7 players in double figures. Spurs and Popovich. They just got it done. So, unfortunately, one man's performance isn't going to get the W's started yet. Okay.
Nope.
We're going to go to a break, so we'll be right back after a word.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up. Know you see my text, baby, please say something. Wine by the glass.